Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. So in today's video I am going to be turning myself into a leprechaun. I am going to be getting ready and doing a St. Patrick's Day inspired look. So around about this time last year I did this look here and I will put a picture up on the screen. I posted this picture on my Instagram. I filmed this whole tutorial, this whole look. And then when I came to import the footage, I hadn't turned on my microphone. So I am basically just recreating that same look. I've put the same dress on, we're recreating the same vibes, and this is the sort of thing that we're hopefully going to be going for. Very green, very gold, very glittery, very smoky. I don't need telling twice to use green or to use glitter, so that's the whole vibe. That is the look that we are going for today. So I'm going to be starting with the base. I have a lot of redness in my skin today, I don't know if you can tell, but we need to get rid of that immediately because obviously the green is then going to pull out more of the red in my cheeks, so we need to get rid of that immediately. So starting with the Revolution IRL foundation, I wear this in the shade F3. I'm going to do a pump in a bit. I feel like I'm going to need quite a bit today, so I'm going to take that much on there with a sponge and I'm going to start cancelling out all of this redness, hopefully. Okay, so that is sufficiently blended out now, so I need to cancel out these dark circles. I have not been sleeping very well recently, so I need concealer and I need quite a lot of it. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is in the shade Fair Beige and I'm going to layer up quite a lot of this. Oh, I forgot how much I hate this tiny little applicator. I'm going to need quite a few dips of this all over my eyes. And I'm just going to use a brush to tap this in. Oh, immediately I feel better. Immediately. This side of my face has had 8 hours of sleep. This side has not. Not even close. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Beauty Bay bronzer, powder bronzer in the shade Fawn. I really love this one for like adding in life back into my skin, which is what we need today. I need quite a warm, lifelike, healthy looking bronzer. Don't want anything too cool toned is what I mean. Like, I don't want anything that's going to be too contouring. I want something really nice and warm, and that is exactly what this is. So it just adds a really nice amount of colour, but I don't feel like it looks too warm or too cool. Like, for me and for my skin tone and my preferences, this is the perfect bronzer. I absolutely love it. So for blush, I'm going in with the Collection Glow Blush in the shade Peach. I don't want anything that's too bright or too in your face or too red. I want something, again, that's quite warm. So tapping over a little bit of this over the cheeks, but I am going to layer this up quite a bit because I do want quite a bit of colour. It's a balance because the green in the eyes I know is going to like detract the colour from my skin. However, I don't want this to look clowny. I want it to look St. Patrick's Day-y. So it's that balance, but this blush is absolutely beautiful and I think it will work really well with the greens as well. So that's the blush done, and I'm quickly just going to go off and do my brows. I'm using the Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown and the e.l.f. Wow Brow in Deep Brown. So I'll be right back when I've got some brows on my head. Okay, so that is the brows on, you're all zoomed in. Let's go on to the eyes. The palette that I'm going to be using is the Revolution Forever Flawless Chilled palette, and this has all of the greens, all the incredible green and gold colours, a really great selection of like matte greens as well as shimmery golds, which is what we're going for today. And I'm basically just going to do like a green smoky eye and then going to add a wing, and it's really glittery under the eye, and that's where another product comes in. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Liquid Glitter in 24 karat gold, and you know that these two together are firstly my perfect combination and secondly the perfect combination for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to go in with a really small dense sort of pencil brush and I'm going to dip into Leaf, which is this one here. And I'm just going to start packing this all over the lid. This colour is incredible as well. It's a really intense, bright green. I absolutely love it. It matches my dress really nicely as well, actually, which was, of course, very much planned. So that is that, just very messily sort of blended out right across like the centre of the lid. I'm then going into Plant, this one here, and I'm going to pack that on the outer corner of the lid to darken up that outer corner and just add a little bit of depth out there. These two will eventually like blend together. Trust the process. So I'm just stamping these on like quite messily, and I'm not putting anything under the eyes. That one did just fall down a little bit under there. Just clean that up, pretend it didn't happen. So that's those two. I'm then going to go in with a fluffy brush, and this is clean, it's just a little bit stained. I'm dipping into very, very lightly that leaf shade. I'm going to just tap over all of this and blend it out. I'm now just dipping into Relax, this one on the bottom row, again on another little like pencil brush, very dense pencil brush. I'm going to pack this onto the inner corner and blend it into that first green that we put down. Okay, so I've just blended out all of those colours, kept building them up and blending them out. I have also put a little bit of that Plant and Leaf shade on the outer corner under my eye. The glitter gold colour will eventually like blend into that. I just wanted a little bit out here. I wanted to really smoke it out, make it really quite dramatic. This is going to be quite dark by the end. I'm going to put a little bit of Candyland, this one here, across the lid, just to add a little bit of shimmer onto the upper lid. I'm going to just use my finger and just tap that along, just to add a little bit of interest on the top, you know. And I will also put, I'll put Haze, this one, put a little bit of that on the inner area, again just with my finger. Tap that on just in there to brighten that up a little bit. I really, really like that colour actually. It's really like metallic-y, reflective, really, really gold, so pretty. Works perfectly with greens as well. So now onto the fun under eye. I'm going in with the e.l.f. liquid glitter in 24 karat gold. This is straight up gold glitter. It's absolutely incredible. So I'm going to just take this straight from the applicator, look up into my mirror and tap this all the way along. I'm then going in, trying to like not move my eye too much, going in with more of a flat sort of angled fluffy brush, and I'm going to just tap over all of that glitter so that it disperses it out a little bit, blends it out, and also blends it in with that green on the outer corner. And as I'm blending, I can feel this like setting down. Once it's set down, it is there to stay. So that's the glitter on and blended out. I mean, it's intense. It is a lot, but it's an occasion. It is St. Patrick's Day, so gold and glitter and green is absolutely needed. I'm going to go in with a liquid liner. This is the waterproof everlasting liquid liner from Profusion. I'm gonna do a wing, of course, so I will be back when I have done this, because I'm going to have to get so close to my mirror that you won't be able to see what I'm doing. So that's the liquid liner done. I'm now going in with a crayon liner in the waterline. So this is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in 01 Black Fever, and I'm going to just get my mirror up again and scribble this into the lower waterline. Crying cats. So as I was saying, scribbling this in the lower waterline, I'm also like running this where the actual lashes come out, if that makes sense, to deepen up the actual lash line. And then I will go in with a pencil brush, like a really dense pencil brush, and just tap along there to smudge that out a little bit. So it softens it and makes it like obviously a lot darker, but it just makes it a little bit smokier. By the time we've got the lashes on the top, that'll like open the eyes up again. It just adds a little bit more depth, makes it look a little bit more dramatic. So that is the under eyes done, and for mascara I'm using the Revolution 5D Whip Lift. I want a lot of dramatic lashes, so adding quite a bit of this. So that's the mascara on, and I feel like I just want a little bit of a like bright inner corner, so I'm going back into the Revolution palette and I'm going in with this shade here, which is called Acapulco. I don't know how to say half of the names in this palette. I think that's how you say it, and this is almost like a cream formula. It's really, really interesting. Like, it's almost like a putty, like I can see it moving around in the pan. I don't know what the benefit is of that, but loading that up on a flat brush, and I'm just going to tap that right onto the inner corner. Yes, just to finish off right in there. Yes, that looks better, doesn't it? As always, a nice bright inner corner finishes off the look beautifully. So I've dug out this lip liner. This is the MUA Intense Colour Lip Liner in Desert Sand. I think that this will just be, yeah, the perfect sort of pinky nude, like really, really light. That colour is perfect for like what I had in my head. And then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Lip Lacquer in the shade Wild Rose. I'm just going to tap a little bit of this over the centre. Ooh, those two go perfectly together. Yes, perfect. So I think just a tiny little bit of highlighter and then I'll be done. So this is the XX Revolution Powder Highlight in the shade Echo. I'm just going to tap a little bit of this over the top of the cheeks, just to highlight a little bit. When I say a little bit, I obviously mean a lot, because it's me. But I'm just blending that right out so that it doesn't look stripy, you know? And I will also just take that same brush that I used on the inner corner highlight, just add a tiny, tiny little tap onto the inner corner there. Yep, and that is me done. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more St. Patrick's Day looks, because honestly, green and glitter is so my vibe. I am here for doing this every day of the year. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more green and gold looks. I'm also thinking like a rainbow with a pot of gold at the end. I don't know if I can even do that, but I can try. If you want to see that, let me know. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.